there comes a time where you have to admit you screwed up. And you have to admit you did wrong as long as it's justifiable. Now the reason, so with that out of the way, welcome to another fanfiction reading as I, Dark Symphony 777, and I'm not using the screen recorder because of the simple fact this relates to the last couple videos. If you paid attention to like the stream of videos I've been uploading, the latest video was delivering the package by Chrome Regos. However, something was going wrong. So before I get into the reading, I thought I'd address that. I was looking through the screen recorder and trying to figure out why the video was not getting the sound into YouTube. I honestly don't know why. I have to figure that out because I checked the video off of YouTube because I still have a MP4K. And the sound was there, so it's like, wait, what's happening? And I have no idea what's going on. So until I can figure out what's going on, I'm going to be switching to voice chat cam for the readings as well, just at least until I can figure out what the hell is going on. I don't know what happened. I don't know why. I honestly don't know. And to Chrome Regos, the person I've been trying to do a reading of on the story, I'm sorry. I mean, the first time, okay, understandable. I checked. I honestly would have checked the re-upload. Not for the fact I've been so busy, swamped with work, like all the time that I've been too tired to really check and stuff like that. And I'm hoping to hopes that I can get it, that I can fix the screen recorder and find out why it's not doing this. So you'll see more of my lovable reactions until then. So the story is called Delivering the Package. It's a My Little Pony because of course it's a My Little Pony story starring everyone's favorite male mare, Derpy. Or in this story, Muffins, because Derpy has multiple names. I don't know. A lot of the background ponies have like multiple names. And some of the main characters, I know Derpy has like 4 or 5. There's Muffins, Ditsy Dude, Derpy Hooves, Bright Eyes, and I believe there's a fifth. I can't remember if there's a fifth one or not. Remind me of let me know in the comment section. Does Derpy have a fifth name? I know Celestia has like Celestia, Molestia, Trollestia, Tyrant Celestia, otherwise known as Corona. If you read the Luniverse. Discord calls her sun butt because, for obvious reasons, she has a sun on her butt. And what a glorious butt it is! No, I'm kidding. And I really like this story. I mean, this is honestly the third time I'm doing a reading of this story. So let's get started. A bright summer day in Ponyville. Just another day in the office for the ponies. That was getting on my nerves. A certain gray-winged pony going by the name of Muffins happily floats by towards her workplace to receive a work order for her. Going to the receiving area, she gets a package to be sent at Yakakistan. Shouldn't it be sent to Yakakistan? So one grama ada, one Great, she called. They're great! Her eyes darted left and right at the same time in excitement. She burst out of the office and went outside, deciding her way of transportation now. Now, the reason I wanted to do the screen recorder for this specific video was due to how the story works. But since, the screen recorder just is done goofing, basically you get a certain number of choices. So it's kind of Stanley Parable-esque. You get 4 prompts, like certain prompts, and each of them lead to a different chapter. And so I guess you're supposed to do like a guess on which way you're gonna go, and find out when you want to do stuff. So just for the purposes of this video, I'm going to do the correct path first, and then I'm gonna tell you all the bad stuff. So, she burst out of the office and went outside, deciding on her way to transportation. There's 4 choices. There's flying, a balloon, taking the train, and taking a teleporter. The correct way you're supposed to do is take the train. And I also like this little extra attention to detail. But if you actually look at the chapters, all except for the first one, they're all question marks, which I think is very, very nice. So it's train. So the next one is train. Trotting towards the train station, she patiently waits for the train to arrive. She immediately hops in once it came to the station and rode off towards the Crystal Empire. As the train chugs onward, it suddenly screeches to a halt near Vancouver. The engine is overheated. This trip is delayed until the train is fully cooled down, but she doesn't have time. Thinking quickly, she leaps into action. So we got 3 choices. We got Ice Blast, Water Bend, and Wind Gush. So the correct choice would be Wind Gush. Stupid ads. Gathering all her strength, Muffins flaps her wings hard, just enough for the cool air to breeze into the engine. But the wind got stronger and stronger. Muffins practically was blown back inside the train, whilst the engine cooled off at the same time. The conductors call for all clear. And the train is back on track. Nearing the Crystal Empire, the train stopped yet again. Apparently, the train track is bent, and without proper repair, the train won't advance. The conductors are forced to head back to Vancouver to report and stop there for the night. But Muffins doesn't have the luxury of time. She instead stayed behind as the train went back. Looking at the horizon, the Crystal Empire was just a few miles away. And then you get Magic Carpet, Magical Journey, and Zipline. So the one you're supposed to pick is the Magical Carpet. Muffins rolled out a blue carpet on the ground, and it floated. I'm trying to wonder how she got a carpet. I mean, she's a Pegasus. She has wings. On one hand, it's derpy. Oh well. And it floated, but as she was about to climb in, she got ripped off the ground and flung towards the sky. The carpet sped forward toward the Crystal Empire and crashes into some hay bales. The impact was so strong it knocked several stalls aside. Muffins ascended down nearby, puffing profusely. Letting go earlier was a good call, or she had been cream cake by now. Heading off into the crossroads towards Yakakistan, she now has to choose one. On the left, you have a Powerball and Mystic Power. On the right, you have Speed Force and the Nimbus 2000. So there's actually 2 endings. If you go left, you gotta pick Mystic Power, and if you go right, you gotta pick Speed Force. So left, taking out a certain book she took from a certain pony. Is that pony's name Trixie, or is it Lulamoon, or is it Trixie Lulamoon? The great and powerful Trixie! You gotta roll those R's, man. She reads a spell and casts it. Or bring her into oblivion and pops out in front of the gates of Yakakistan. At last, she finally arrived at her destination. She knocks on the gate and waits for some creature to open it. As soon as a yak opens it, she hands the package. Muffin turns and what? Okay, why? What? Why do I have a random ad in the middle of the story? Oh wait, it's just the author Chrome forgot the letter N on that ad. I had to. I have to find some way to make this entertaining because it's the 3rd time I'm recording this story because, again, some stupid reason. Muffin turned and Grandma Alice leaves the premises and takes out a phone. It's done, she said to the other line. Not long after she said that, Yakakistan exploded with confetti. A loud music boomed loudly, and cakes went flying all over, with a final touch of frosting tsunami. You got surprise party! SP ending. Which I'm guessing Pinky decided to prank the yaks. That's nice. Okay. Okay. So, the other ending. Muffins looks at the horizon and leers. She took a deep breath and she rears up and ran. And run until a pulse of electricity charges up and her speed picks up even more. She takes to the air and her speed became faster. She arrives at Yakakistan not 10 seconds ago and drops the package down at the fort without stopping. She returned back into town and collapses. You got the Flash. TF ending. I like the party ending better. But we're not here. We're not here to see the endings. We're here to see the fails. So let's get started. Okay. Oh wait. Oops. Okay. So we got 3 choices here. We got fly, we got balloon, and we got teleporter. Let's look at each one. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Flying seems the right choice. Muffins flared her wings and prepares for takeoff. Thrusting her hind legs, she bolted straight forward and dove headfirst into a sweet shop's door and into a giant birthday cake Pinky was making. More muffins! There's like a gigantic picture that says "fail" right under it, which I really, really love that touch. Well, happy birthday! There's one complaint I have about the story. And, I've read this story a couple times now because of the videos. It's the fact, I don't like the fact that when you get to another page, you can see the top of the fail sign right at the bottom, depending on the chapter. I actually would like it if Chrome actually decided to simply lower the picture, just put a few indents, so that way the picture is out of the screen, so that way when you're done you can go down and then say fail, and then it shows you saying fail. It's like, well, I done goofed. You did good, Derpy. And stuff like that. That's pretty much it. Alright, so next one is a balloon. Choosing the balloon, she hops into it and starts sailing towards the sky. Unfortunately, the Pegasi weather team has scheduled a wind shift, causing the balloon, instead of heading to Yakakistan, it's headed toward the Great Ice Barrier. Fail! Your adventure ended before it even started. At least you're heading towards a cool place, right? Your jokes are bad and you should feel bad. I wish I had a puppet that I could do jokes with. That'd be much funnier. Just me talking to like a puppet. No? Or the shot. Finally, we have a teleporter. Teleporter, a unique and compact device made by a handful of unicorns using the latest technology available without the use of magic. Tech support Chrome. I have no idea if this is a joke for Google Chrome or is this like referencing that Chrome Regis made the teleporter. It's like, hello, Chrome Regis, writer, author, all around nice gal, and a maker of a teleporter. That sounded much funnier in my head. Muffins raises an eyebrow and as she shrugs and activates the device, and immediately gets sucked inside a black hole. A moment later, she gets spit out by the void and into the gates of Yakakistan. She cheers happily that the delivery was quick and clean, except for one problem. She and the package merged into one. Fail! Should have read the fine print. Caution: do not bring anything with you while using a teleporter. Side effects may occur, including molecular binding, nausea, atomic reconstruction, asphyxia, and the common cold. Okay. And then we get to where the train is, and the train stops. So you have 2 choices. We have Ice Blast, and we have Waterbend. Okay. Wearing a face mask, she summons the power of the Lin Kuei. Yeah, for some reason, Derpy, for some inexplicable reason, is Sub-Zero. Shoutouts to Mortal Kombat 11. I'm still trying to. This actually makes me want to see a story, just a couple 1,000-word story of like Derpy ending up in the Mortal Kombat, and it's like, what are you? And like running into Sub-Zero, and like Sub-Zero says, I will. You help me, and like Derpy inadvertently helps someone with her buns of steel, and Sub-Zero's like, I will teach you the way of the Lin Kuei, and like. We get like a little, and even like a little picture of an animation of Zero just throwing an ice ball. It's like a little gif. That would be hilarious. I would love to see that. I'd actually pay. I mean, if I was able to pay, I would actually pay someone to write that little story. It's like, I want to see how that's done. Muffins ice blasted the train in Sub-Zero temperatures. Unfortunately, the whole train got iced over, and it was frozen in place. Fail! Well, look on the bright side. You now have a neat ice sculpture that will surely win first prize. The North Pole Express! No. Alright. That's fine. That's fine. The power to control water is upon you. Muffins focuses on her power to gather all the water nearby. Every cup, kettle, bucket, and even unsanitary water flowed out of the train and moved like a snake toward the engine, moving accordingly to Muffin's command. The ponies cheered as the engine cooled down exponentially. Except for a few shortage of drinking water in the train now, as Muffins was about to go in, a rumbling sound is heard, followed by the earth rumbling violently. Turns out a tsunami is headed towards the train, coming from the North Luna Ocean. This one went well. Fail! Surf's up. I believe the Luna of the North Luna Ocean, that should be capital. So that's 3 grammar errors. 3 grammar errors. 3! Okay, so now we, deciding where to go. We got Magical Journey, and we got the Zip Line. Okay, so let's see. How far am I? Alright, 16 minutes. Alright, so using a horn from a mystical being. Where'd she get the horn from? I need answers! Is she using those horns to make bed bugs appear in my bed? Is she? I got the spray! I got the spray! I'm sorry, just having to do this video, like this story a couple times. I'm like, I have to run on material. I have to do something to make funnies. Muffins blows the horn, creating a portal towards another dimension. Muffins leaves inside, encountering a bubble that surges forward into the unknown. Minutes later, she pops out of the portal and into a structure with a splat. She shakes her head, and focusing on where she is at the moment, and then she spots it. A huge sword about to slam in her in the head. As the creature was about to hit her, scream, Demascia! Well, I completely forgot. What is this? What is Demascia? Oh yeah, Demascia. That's League of Legends. I am not familiar with League of Legends. I heard of it. But I mean, if I played the game and knew the lore, I'd probably laugh at this. No? Fail! An enemy has been slain. Welcome to Summoner's Rift, noob. Okay. And then finally the zipline. Using a zipline, Muffin strapped herself in a harness and held tightly onto the handles. But instead of going forward, it went backward. Down. Into the ravine. Fail. If you're going to a zip line, remember, it's always using a steep area going forward, not backwards. Okay. I can see that ending badly for Derpy. Okay. Let's see. So now we just have the split path left. So there's 2 left. There's the Powerball, and then there's the Nimbus. So the Powerball. Donning a shell-like armor, Muffins curls up into a ball and tries to spin forward, but couldn't. She tries to move, but couldn't. She tries to get out of the shell, but couldn't. Fail. Spinning isn't your thing, or moving, or escaping for that matter. What? Powerball? I can't remember. Does she turn into, like, Spin Dash for Sonic? Or, because the first 2 times I did the Sonic joke, and I'm thinking, wait, did she put on... Did Derpy randomly get Samus Aran's Varia suit? It's like, I'm gonna turn into a ball! Whoop. I don't know. I don't know. And finally, Nimbus 2000. Muffin gets on the Nimbus 2000 and tries to fly it, but can't. She tries to click it. Nothing happens. She runs off a cliff to give it a running start. It didn't happen and falls. Oh, that's odd. It said it was used by a great wizard with magical powers, said to have been fast enough to catch a golden orb. Flying like a fly. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Wizard only, fools! Keep it tight! P.S. You should have used the Comet 2-60. I heard it was the latest model. And that's it with the story. On a scale of 1 to 5, I gave the story a 3. Because I really like the concept. Not the plot stuff. The plot is just basically just to showcase the whole gimmick of the story. So it's like you got a very bare bones story. Derpy delivers a package. That is it. But the idea is actually pretty creative. I would actually love to see not only Chrome but someone else try and make this story and make it as good as possible. Like I would love to see an actual like comedy story with this concept. And just to see what happens. I would read or do a reading or a review of it immediately, depending on how far it is. And I would love to see that. But I'm stuck. I'm stuck with this. It's not bad. It's just empty. Yes, we got a very overly simple plot. Derpy picks up a package, delivers it. That's it. It's good for what it tries to accomplish. I just wish it had more to it. It had more content to it. Maybe make the trip a little longer. There's so much stuff you could have done. I really do like the what you were going for and the execution. I think the execution was fine too. Aside from those 3 grammar errors, there's nothing bad. It's really just a normal, quirky story that I actually really like. So that is my review. Hopefully, fingers crossed, on delivering the package number 3. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click on that bell for notifications, leave a comment in the comment section below. A link to the story will be in the description. And again, I am sorry, Chrome Regis. I sincerely don't know what happened with the uploads. I honestly don't. I hope this mix-up can make it up to you. So this has been Dark Symphony 777, my loyal readers, and cut.